A prayer to the supreme deities, invoking their wisdom minds from a visionary experience, by Sera Khandro. A prayer to the supreme deities, invoking their wisdom minds, is a luminous devotional work by Sera Khandro Dewé Dorje, who lived 1892 to 1940 CE. She is one of the few female tertöns, treasure revealers, in Tibetan history. Composed from a direct visionary experience, this prayer calls upon a pantheon of enlightened deities, invoking their wisdom minds and compassionate presence. With heartfelt reverence and poetic clarity, Sera Khandro praises their awakened qualities and entreats their blessings for realization and liberation. This prayer not only reveals the depth of her spiritual realization, but also offers practitioners a profound means to connect with the living energy of awakened mind. Kyema, embodiment of all the Buddhas of the three times, noble and supreme Avalokitesvara, the protector of beings, Ārya Tārā, who pacifies the 8 fears. We pray to you with one-pointed devotion. Look upon us with compassion and grant your blessings. Though we've obtained the freedoms and advantages of this precious human body, we fail to apply ourselves to the essence of the sublime Dharma, but engage in meaningless, fruitless, and non-virtuous actions. We pray to you, sublime noble Avalokitesvara. Hold us in your compassion, Ārya Tārā. Bless us that this human life becomes meaningful. Though the world's outer environment and its inner contents of beings and the like are as impermanent as bubbles in water, bound by tight grasping at permanence, we do not practice for death. We pray to you, sublime, noble Avalokitesvara. Hold us in your compassion, Ārya Tārā. Bless us to remember death wholeheartedly. Though the joys and sorrows of samsara come down to karmic causality alone, having mistaken what to adopt and what to abandon, we disregard the distinctions of cause and effect with empty talk and lofty boasts. We pray to you, sublime noble Avalokitesvara. Hold us in your compassion, Ārya Tārā. Bless us to examine cause and effect meticulously. In the realms of samsara, there is not a moment's happiness. Though we desire happiness, we engage in actions that bring suffering, just like a moth trapped in a pit of fire. We pray to you, sublime noble Avalokitesvara. Hold us in your compassion, Ārya Tārā. Bless us to turn away from our attachment to samsara. Though the 3 jewels are the chief sources of refuge, we fail to keep even just one of the precepts and engage in non-virtuous actions, amassing various faults and downfalls. We pray to you, sublime noble Avalokitesvara. Hold us in your compassion, Ārya Tārā. Bless us to remember the qualities of the 3 jewels. Though we possess the jewel of aspirational and applicational bodhicitta, with little benefit to others, we stray into the rudra of dualistic clinging. We pray to you, sublime noble Avalokitesvara. Hold us in your compassion, Ārya Tārā. bless us to generate the four immeasurables. Thinking we lack self-grasping, we take pride in the two accumulations, while under the grip of miserliness, we do not strive to accumulate merit, and clutch so tightly to the merest teacup, we might die with clenched fists. We pray to you, sublime, noble Avalokitesvara. Hold us in your compassion, Ārya Tārā. Bless us with the power to accumulate an abundance of merit. Thinking we lack misdeeds and obscurations, we hold our own projections to be empty, but the burden of misusing food given in faith and offerings to the dead weighs heavy. We pray to you, sublime, noble Avalokitesvara. Hold us in your compassion, Ārya Tārā. Bless us to generate the four powers in our minds. Though we think our faith and pure view are impartial, we are like prayer flags on a pole, blown about by the wind. We pray to you, sublime, noble Avalokitesvara. Hold us in your compassion, Ārya Tārā. Bless us with unflagging faith and devotion, failing to serve the Guru, endowed with threefold kindness. In the three ways that bring delight, we accumulate boundless faults and downfalls through corrupting obscurations. We pray to you, sublime, noble Avalokitesvara. Hold us in your compassion, Ārya Tārā. Bless us to reach the highest perfection of pleasing the Guru. Though the Guru's mind and our mind should be undivided, receiving the four empowerments becomes subject to bias and distinctions. When wrong views arise and hinder the infusion of blessings, we see the Guru as an enemy and cast aspersions. We pray to you, sublime, noble Avalokitesvara. Hold us in your compassion, Ārya Tārā. Even after the Guru's blessings have infused our mind, bless us to see him or her as the Buddha in person. With lofty views like a spear moving freely through space, we disregard cause and effect and stray into the empty talk of nihilism, engaging in misdeeds that cause our own and others' ruin. We pray to you, sublime, noble Avalokitesvara. Hold us in your compassion, Ārya Tārā. Bless us to see the faults of our own view. We speak of meditation free from grasping and liberation into Dharmakaya, but are tightly bound to the tethering stake of fixation and attachment. Unable to abandon the mind of cyclic existence, we strive in stages. We pray to you, sublime, noble Avalokitesvara. Hold us in your compassion, Ārya Tārā. Bless us to destroy the knots of dualistic clinging. The conduct of the great vehicle is a wish-fulfilling jewel, where whatever arises is naturally liberated without accepting or rejecting, but our narrow minds abandon the lesser vehicle, and ethical discipline deteriorates. We pray to you, sublime, noble Avalokitesvara. Hold us in your compassion, Ārya Tārā. Bless us to possess the three trainings. What we take for intrinsic wisdom is hidden mental stirring in a blank state, attached to experiences of luminosity and emptiness. We deceive ourselves. We pray to you, sublime noble Avalokitesvara. Hold us in your compassion, Ārya Tārā. Bless us to realize intrinsic wisdom. Though the path needs neither training nor effort, being spontaneously accomplished, we are bound by intense dualistic clinging, attachment, aversion, and anguish. We pray to you, sublime noble Avalokitesvara. Hold us in your compassion, Ārya Tārā. Bless us to never go astray on the path. Fruition is the primordial state of Samantabhadra, luminous space, the youthful vase body endowed with the 6 special qualities. But without cutting the 8 extremes, we remain caught by the 5 poisons. We pray to you, sublime noble Avalokitesvara. Hold us in your compassion, Ārya Tārā. Bless us to attain the royal throne of the 4 Kayas. In short, may we, myself and all beings, turn our minds from samsara, rely on authentic gurus, undertake the 3 trainings, and each vehicle's distinctive sutra and tantra teachings, all of them in their entirety, without error, step by step, accepting hardships and overcoming weariness, taking up the practice with intense diligence. May the 2-fold benefit for ourselves and others be spontaneously accomplished, and having become the antidote to ignorance and the 5 poisons, may I become a suitable vessel for ripening and liberation. When my mind stream is liberated for the benefit of others, bless me to become equal to the noble ones themselves. If by the power of the fierce winds of karma, we fall under the power of ignorance and afflictive emotions, may the Supreme Mother of the victorious ones, noble Tara, bless the 5 poisons to arise as allies. May all those with whom I have a connection, good or bad, gather in the Akanistha Patala realm in the future, and at the noble one's feet, inseparable from the Mother, attain enlightenment together in a single assembly.